What am I doing wrong? Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. Right there. That stuff coming up. Oh my God. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. It is cold in this house, child. That's why I got this damn. That's why I'm kind of wrapped up because it's cool up in here. But what's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? This ain't gonna be no long live. I'm not gonna be on here that long because like I said, um, this is pretty much just something to do right before the Housewives of Atlanta and stuff like that. And I had mentioned to you guys that I had been sick and depressed and things of that nature. You know what I mean? And I put on this hat because it pretty much described how I felt for most of the month of May. And I think I'm gonna do this type of live whenever I'm dealing with stuff. It's gonna be called like a mental health check because a lot of the times we need to do a mental health check on our friends, on our family members, things of that nature, because you never know what people are going through. And I know that once I get off of here, I'm gonna have to be spitting a whole lot of shit out. That's the one thing I cannot stand. When you get sick, like I was, and then you have to cough out that yellow glob and shit. Oh God, it's so annoying. Anyway, but yeah, child. So that's the type of time I'm on right now. And I decided that, I'm gonna just talk about the things that I dealt with, the things that I went through this over the past few weeks and why I was depressed and stuff like that. Because I am one person that admits that they deal with depression. I'm one person that admits that he doesn't have a good day all the time. I'm one person that admits to a lot of his faults. Some people act like they're too perfect to do so, but I'm not. I know that I can be a bitch at times. I know my attitude can be bad sometimes. And it's not a good look all the time to have a bad attitude. That's why my attitude has shifted a lot over the last year. It shifted a lot over the last few months actually. So it's not always the best. So because this is not going to be a long ass live like that, because we got Housewives of Atlanta to watch, and then I got an interview to do right after the fact and shit like that. We're gonna go ahead and get into the get down with it. I ain't gonna wait till no 10 minutes for everybody to come in. I got like 67 people up in here that is good enough for me, okay? Because this ain't about no mess, this ain't about no reality show. This is just about mental health, and I wasn't expecting a lot of folks to be tuned into this anyway. Let's just be real. I'm not doing this for no numbers. I'm doing it because other people may need that help. You know what I mean? So, like I said before, I am a person that um deals with depression. Okay? I'm that person. I deal with depression a lot. And I've always dealt with depression. Um it's a lot of the times depression hits me and at the when I least expect it to hit me. I could be having the best week ever, and then I could fall down just that fast. Something can trigger me and I fall right into the dumps just that fast. And it can be so hard for me to come out of that dump sometimes. Sometimes it could be certain things that can trigger it. It could be people that can trigger it. That's why I stay away from certain people that's a part of my life, because of the fact that they trigger me. They fuck with some people. I can't be around, and certain family members I don't like to be around because they fuck with my anxiety. My anxiety goes up when I'm around certain family members because I'm so passionate about the way that I feel, and others don't understand it because they're not on the receiving end of the things that I've received from certain people. So they don't understand it, and they don't try to understand it because it's not them in that situation. And they don't try to understand where you come from. They only know what they experience, and that's it. They don't care about what you experience. It's not important. They only care about the things that they experience, and the goodness, and the great things and the great values that was brought to them. It wasn't brought to me, and just like I never understand their stories, they'll never understand mine. So sometimes, I think it's best that sometimes I keep my distance from certain people because they trigger um my anxiety. You know what I mean? Um So over the last month, I have been unhappy. And I remember talking to one of my friends about it. And here's another thing about me. See, I'm a person that is a giver. I'm never really a receiver. I give a lot to people. Trust me and understand it. I give to a lot of people. Trust me on it. I give to a lot of people. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be money, it could be advice, it could be anything. I give to so many people, whether it's friends, family, what have you. I give a lot. I never receive anything. I'm always the one that's giving, 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 giving. And, some people may look at me on here because of the way I present myself sometimes on my videos, and they may think that, I'm an asshole and I'm not a nice person. One thing about me, let me tell you something about Scotty. One thing about me, I would never get on here and lie about anything that I do or anything that I experience. A lot of things that I've told you guys about me are all facts. I never lie about me. I've been way too honest sometimes on this shit, honestly. Some of my honesty have gotten me in trouble. One thing about me, I can be I can be people say my attitude funky. It can be that. I can have the funkiest attitude, but in the same breath, I'm the sweetest person you'll ever know. The most humblest person you'll ever meet. The coolest person you'll ever meet as well. And not only that, I'm the most giving person in the world. Like, I give to people. Sometimes people don't even ask me to give to them, but I give to them anyway because it's in my nature to give to people. And even in my family, I'm regarded as the most responsible one. People come to me because they know it'll get done. They can't go to nobody else because they know it's not gonna get done. If they go to me, they know it's gonna get done. So for a lot of the times, I had a lot on my shoulders, and a lot of the times I would get on here on YouTube, and a lot of the times I would come across real angry, real pissed at a lot of things when I would do my videos. I would be angry a lot, and a lot of the times it would be me watching reality and then letting out my frustrations into into video, and it probably didn't even have nothing to do with what was going on, but it was probably the reality show shit was so damn stupid, and I was already mad anyway at the world that I just put it into the video. That's basically what that was to me. You feel what I'm saying? That's what that was to me. So in so many words, it was just like, I give so much to people. I give, I give, I give, I give, I give. Anything. A lot of the times people ask me for shit, I give it to them. Especially if I know I got it, I give it to them. Like, people come to me all the time for shit, and I give it to them. And a lot of the times with me, I give, 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 give till I can't give no more. And then when I can't give and I need to receive something, I ain't got it. I can't help you, friend. I ain't got it. I wish I could do it. But when it was me, you asked me 2, 3 times a week, and I gave it, gave it, gave it, gave it. But I can't be mad at them because I gave it, gave it, gave it. I gotta be mad at myself because I allowed myself to be open enough for people to think that I'm the ATM machine, that they can get whatever the fuck they want from me because they know that I'm responsible with money. They know I always have it all the time. So let's just say that I was depressed for most of the month of May. Let's just say that even doing the Miss Wanda interview, I was battling within myself, even doing that interview. Because, like I told y'all, I didn't even think it was even gonna happen. Those were the demons in my head, just saying that. Those were the demons in my head trying to get me not to do what the fuck what I was sent here to do. That was the brightest moment of May. Was that Miss Wanda interview, and I was in distressed all the entire month of May. But see, here's the thing though. I tried to talk to people about it, and it's like when people want to talk to me about their issues, I listen to them. But when I want to talk, and people be mad with me because they feel like I hold things in. They don't like the fact that I don't open up to them. But when it's time for me to open up, y'all, ain't nobody around to listen to me. I could text somebody right now with my issues because I really don't open up to people, and I don't talk to people about my issues. I've even stopped going to YouTube with my issues a lot because I'd be like, don't nobody really give a fuck. So why am I doing this? But I tried to go to some people that I was close to for my issues, and crickets. So it's just like, okay, see, this is why I don't open up to people because no one really gives a damn. And like that night last week when we were doing roast and review, well, now it's the week before last. I had cried right before we went on air, and I told Terrence I wasn't having a good day. It's just not good, whatever. So when I was talking to, and I didn't even tell Josiah about it until um about a couple of days ago. So, and Josiah was like, "Why you didn't tell me? Why you didn't tell me? I figured something was wrong with you." Josiah doesn't really know this, but Josiah is really an empath because a lot of the times I don't even be saying nothing, and Josiah be knowing that something is going on with me. He be knowing it a lot, even when I don't say nothing, and I might lie blankly to his face and say, "Oh no, I'm good." He be knowing. Maddie be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like they be fucking knowing. T be knowing. They be Jamar. They be knowing. So, but I don't say shit because it'd be like I don't be really want to talk to nobody about my problems because I don't want to be a burden to people. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be that burden. So when I talked to my friend yesterday on my way home from work, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I had told them that I had been depressed. I said I'm a little bit better now, but I had been a little depressed. He was like, I kind of figured something was wrong with you. And something told me to reach out to you, but I knew that you would come out and tell me right then. And I told him, he was like, what was wrong? I said, well, for whatever reason, I was just in the dumps. Like it didn't matter if it was a sunny day outside. It was gray to me. Like every single day, I would go home from work and I would just lay in the bed and will not get out. It would be hard for me to get up out the bed to go to work for most of May because I didn't want to do it. And that's where it goes back to work. So they was like, so what was going on? I said, well, I really wasn't eating. I was always in the bed. I was having like suicidal thoughts. Then he stopped me and I said, please don't worry. It was only suicidal thoughts. I'm not going to do nothing to myself. See, whenever I say anything about suicidal thoughts, most of my friends get worried because they know that I tried to do it before. So whenever I mention the fact that I had any thoughts of suicide, they get scared or they get antsy because they know that I tried to do it once before. So of course they're gonna be up on their P's and Q's when they hear the words suicidal thoughts. And I was like, yes, I had them, but I'm not gonna do nothing to myself. Like that is out of the question. I'm not gonna do nothing to myself. It's really not worth it. So you don't have to worry about me doing that. They was like, so is everything okay at home? I'm like, my home life has been the best it's been in a long time. They said, what about financially? I said, this time last year, I probably would have told you it was terrible. But this time, a year later, is where it was before things got rough for me last year. I'm good financially. My YouTube channel is doing really well financially. My job is still paying me. And my bank account is good. I have no worries about anything. I can buy what I want to buy, go where I want to go. I can pay all my bills. I don't care about nothing. Financially, I'm good. Y'all know I'm good at money. I ain't got to worry about nothing financially, so I'm good. So they was like, um, I think Trap asked me, "This is a man." I said, "I ain't got nothing to do with no man." And then so my other friend was like, so what is it? Well, the month of May is my uncle's death anniversary. Remember the story I told you guys about my uncle? My uncle passed away last year in May, right here in this house. He was in hospice. He had throat cancer and he died. So his death anniversary was on the way. And my cousin passed away in January, and his birthday was the same exact week as his death anniversary. And then on top of that, um, as you see from my hat, I was fed up with my job. And that's really my biggest issue is my job. I've been at my job for 5 years. 5 years. Was only expecting to be there for 5 months. But I kept looking at the money and the raises I was getting and all this other stuff, making all this money and shit like that. And I wasn't, I didn't really give a fuck anymore. Like, I only got that job because I got fired from another job and I got that job because I needed the money really bad. But then when I saw the raises every 6 months, you know, that's it. But then I'm here 5 years later and it's like, I hate it. It's just the truth. It's like, I believe I started hating the job maybe 2 years ago. I started hating it because I'm gonna tell you why I think I started hating it 2 years ago. One morning I got up to go to work. I was happy as hell. I got up, I was yee! This was right before this was pre-pandemic. I was like, yee, I'm gonna get I'm having a good day today, blah 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 blah. It was in March, maybe like a week before it was dubbed the pandemic because we had just moved in this house. I think I was still on the high that we had moved out of the hotel and then we finally got a house of our own and shit. And I was like so giddy because I was going to work and I was getting ready to buy shit for my room and stuff like that. So I was just on the high about that. And then I got up and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna go to work when I get off of work. I was just like, when I get off work, I'm gonna go and stop by here and get such and such. And so as I'm driving to work, um, I started crying. I cried all the way to work. All the way to work. Just because I didn't want to go. That's weird. I never experienced anything like that in my life. But then again, when I worked at my job before that, it would be days where I would come to work and I pull in the parking lot and I would literally gag before I walk in. Like my head start hurt. I get physically ill walking in the door. That's how I used to be at my first job. And then I was just like, and it was happening almost every day. I would cry on my way to work because I didn't want to go because me and my boss had this big fight. Like we was in each other's faces maybe about 2 months prior to that, and it had been like a hostile working environment at that time, and I hated that place. And then I was just like, whatever. I hate it. 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 And I kept going. I kept going. And I kept going. I kept going. Kept doing it. Kept doing it because I got complacent. I was just like, okay, they paying me well. I can get off whenever I want to. What other job gonna let me do that? Being all complacent and shit like that. But I stayed. And see, it was like, okay, I'm going on, been here 3 years. It ain't gonna be that bad. But then the more I continued, the more it was like, you know what I mean? I kept getting into it with the manager. It just felt as though I wasn't appreciated. And then when I wanted to quit, they didn't want me to go anywhere. So it was kind of like, I'm just like, okay, girl, like, so what you want me to do? Like, what you want me to do? So it's like I hated it. And then, you know, over the last month, my attitude was bad because I really hated at this point. Like, it was making me completely like depressed to even go there. And it was to the point to where I got a new boss now. And he was in there, he had been, I think he's only been there for almost a month now. And he came up to me maybe about a week or two ago, and he was like, since I've only been here for 2 or 3 weeks and I've never seen you smile. I said that on my last live. He was like, I never seen you smile. And why don't you smile? You never smile. And I'm like, and I just flat out said to him, I said, it's nothing to smile about. And the people that was around me, my coworkers, they was like, oh, I can't believe he said that. But it was the truth. It's nothing to smile about. Like, but I think that the issue with it is, I think I've outgrown it, if that makes sense. I think I've outgrown it now. Because I know I don't want to do that. I think I've gotten tired of it. I've been doing the same damn thing for 5 years. I've been in management. I've left, demoted from management, back in management, stepped down from management. Like I've done it all already. So it was like, thank you for the teeth, though. That's what I can say. Thank you for the teeth. If it wasn't for my job and the great experience the great not experience, the great insurance I got, I wouldn't have this. So thank you for the teeth. However, I think it's the fact that I've outgrown it and I just don't think that I have a purpose there. But my thing about it is, it's not one of those things where I want to quit my job because my YouTube is doing so well, or I want to quit my job to go to YouTube full time. Because YouTube isn't promised. They can snatch my channel today, and if that's my whole livelihood, then I wouldn't know. I would lose my mind if they did that, and that's my only means of livelihood. Like, I always got to have a hustle somewhere, somehow. So it's not me wanting to leave there just so I can focus on this. It's me wanting to leave there because it's fucking with my mental state of mind. Like, I literally hate it. So I was sitting back and I was thinking about it, and I'm going on vacation Friday. And I was thinking about it and I was like, instead of just outright quitting, maybe I should just bump myself to part-time. Instead of working 5 days a week, maybe I can work 4 days a week, but work less hours. Cause see, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about the amount of money that I have in my bank account. And I was like, I have more than enough money in my bank account. I get paid for my job every single week. So if I can keep doing what I'm doing and get my check every week, yes, the money not gonna look like it once did, but I still have money. So I don't have to worry about money. I'm in a financial spot where I don't have to worry about anything. Because at this point, I don't have to take care of anybody. You know what I mean? Because all last year, I was taking care of my mother. I was taking care of this entire house. I paid every fucking bill by myself. I mean, Xfinity, to the rent, to the utilities, to phone bills. Well, I only had to pay half of that because we're all on the same line. Me, my mother, sister, brother, all on the same line. So I didn't have to pay that by myself. But every damn thing else I had to pay by my damn self. But now I don't have to do that. My mother is officially retired. My mother has her income. My uncle just moved back to Mississippi from California. He's living here, has a great tech job here. He helps out a lot. It's taking a load off of me. So I don't have to pay all the bills alone. And then on top of that, I think a lot of it is it may not just be me outgrowing my job. I may have outgrown my surroundings too. Because the plan is for me to move to Atlanta next year. That has been the plan for me for the last few months. And my whole point was I didn't want to leave until I knew my mother was okay. See, that's the only reason why I haven't left yet, because I wanted to make sure my mom was fine. See, I didn't want to leave without knowing that my mom was good. See, if my mother wasn't good, I wasn't going nowhere. Because my mother doesn't have anybody but me and my sister and my brother. She don't have nobody. Well, now she got my uncle, other family members that she's reconnected with. But at that point, she did not have anybody. that she can call on. Her mother is alive, but it's just like she's not. Her father is alive. It's just like he's not. So who did she have to run to? I had to step up. I've been a man of the house for a mighty long time now. So I had to step in and do what needed to be done. So that's why I ain't left yet. See, and that's why people be so quick to judge and say, you know what I'm saying? You 33 and you still at home. Do you know why I'm still at home? It ain't because I want to be here. Trust me. I could have been gone a while ago. But I wasn't finna leave my mama by herself. Because see, my sister left and got her own place. So it's me and my brother. And my brother was in college for most of the time. So I was the one working. I was not finna leave without my mother being okay. I would never go anywhere without my mother being okay. And now that I know that my mom is okay, I can make the plans for myself. And that's just it. I feel like Atlanta would be a better place for me. I think that a lot of my opportunities that I had been given was in Atlanta. And it's not far from home. It's 6 hours away from home, but 30 minutes on a flight. I can go home whenever I want to. I can go home whenever I want to. So, you know, that's the thing. So I'm always gonna make sure my mama is good. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I'm gonna always make sure my mama is good. I'm gonna always make sure my brother is good. Because my brother looks to me like a father. I'm not trying to be no. That's why I always say I don't want any kids. I already have a child. My brother is my child. I have helped take care of my brother for since he's been alive. My brother is 21. He'll be 22 on the 11th. He's a Gemini. Like all throughout college, putting groceries in his refrigerator, just giving him money to fuck off with, all that other stuff. Like that's what it is over here. Like period. I have to make sure my people are good before I decide to get up and leave them. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way it is. But I can say that for the most part, I have been grieving all this time though. Cause y'all know I lost a lot of people over the last year. And I have thought about going back to therapy. Cause I haven't seen a therapist since 2019 when the last time I've been in this predicament where I wanted to like commit suicide and all that other crazy stuff. That was the last time I saw a therapist. So I want to go back and see somebody. You know what I mean? I think I have the best I think I know how to conduct myself in the best way because sometimes I be going through a whole lot of shit and nobody knows it. I put on my a mask pretty well. But that's just what it is. I put on a mask really well. So a lot of the times people don't be knowing what I'm going through any damn thing because I don't let nobody in my business like that. But some people be knowing, like Jamar, Josiah. They know. They pick up. They know. Like if I don't talk to them for like a day or two, they know something going on. If I post a picture, they look into my eyes. Bitch, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Like, but um, yeah, this is what it is. I'm just a person that has a lot that holds a lot on his shoulders. You know what I mean? That's what people don't understand. People be so quick to judge. They don't know what I do in my real life. They so quick to try to make it seem like you be lying about stuff and about the stuff you talk about and the stuff you've been through and the stuff that you deal with. Like I said, I'm one of the sweetest people in the world now. I am. Like I would give you like I Keisha what's her name? Color Me Pink, her friend. I didn't know her fucking friend. I cashed up the girl for her birthday. I don't know. I don't fucking know her. I cashed up because she was fucking funny. I didn't have to do that, but I did. I did it because I wanted to. Like it's just certain stuff that I don't give a fuck. Like I'm good. Like I give to people a lot in many ways. It ain't gotta be in no, monetary type thing. I give to people a lot. I rarely receive. I give. And like I said, once again, I'm one of the sweetest people you may ever meet, one of the coolest people, one of the most welcoming people. But I will get your ass. I will get in your ass if you fuck with me. That's just the truth. I will. I'm not a fighter. I don't like to fight. I ain't fought in like since 2011. I haven't fought a soul since 2011 because I don't like to be in those type of environments where I will fight. But I'm not afraid to, but I don't want to. That's just not what it is. So that's just what it is. I'm not anybody that's gonna sit up here and make up a persona for anybody. I ain't gotta make up no persona for y'all. The fuck I'm gonna make up a persona for? Who has that kind of time? Who has that kind of time? That's why I'm always my 100% authentic self. Sometimes it may not even be my best days. Like on my live videos, when people be coming at me and shit, I might be stressed the fuck out. That might be one of them days I might go in on somebody, but that's just the truth. You know what I mean? That's just how I was that day. It wasn't right and it wasn't okay, but it is what it is. But that's what it is. So no, no one has to make up facades. No, I've never wanted to do that. I always prided myself on knocking up anything, especially when I came on YouTube. I never wanted to be something that I'm not. So, you know, if you need to come back through here, I'm not on camera, so you can walk through. You can walk through. hmm But yeah, that's just the base of it. So that's why I got this fed up hat on because that's exactly how I felt. I was fed up with my job and I was fed up with that alone, and I'm just still grieving over my cousin. I think that's really the problem because there will be days where I'll be at work and I'll be listening to um my I'll be listening to my playlist on my phone and on shuffle and certain songs will come on and I'll start crying like Puff Daddy, I'll be missing you. I can't. Brandy, Tamia, Shaka Khan, and Gladys Knight, missing you. Can't. Lil Kim, Hold On, featuring Mary J. Blige, can't. R. Kelly, I Wish, can't. So that's the thing. I'm still grieving my cousin. My cousin been dead since late January, and I'm still not over it. I can't accept it. It still bothers me to this day. It's hard to know that he's not here. And I'm about to end this live right now because I'm about to start crying right now because I'm talking about him. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this right now. But I just want everybody to know that Scotty is fine. Scotty is okay. But I'm always going to be honest with you guys about a lot of things that happened to me, a lot of things that goes on in my life, whether it was past, present, what have you. Always gonna be honest about those things because I pride myself on being human and relatable, and that's just who I am as a person. So with that being said, y'all, I'm about to go ahead. I'm about to go ahead and get up off of here. We're about to go watch the Housewives of Atlanta, and I'll see you guys then. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.